notice a lot of people that, which is smart. I ain't complaining, but which is really smart. I think it's really smart that people do this. But I'm noticing a lot of people, when I'm driving Uber, they'll never give you their direct address. They'll give you like somewhere nearby, and then they'll walk to their house, which is smart, because you don't want, a lot of times people, I think at one point they had an Uber driver. This happened some years back. They had an Uber driver that was, I think it was a female. It was a female or a dude. I can't remember, but I remember it was an Uber driver, and they would pick people up. Man, that was a hard dip. They would pick people up, and then they would chat them up. Like if they picking them up from the airport, they would chat them up and be like, "Oh, so you going out of town? Yeah, I'm going out of town." And people just think they're having a harmless conversation. "Oh yeah, I'm going out of town." "Oh, how long you gonna be gone?" "I'm going for 3 weeks." "Oh, just, and then they'll start talking a little bit more. "Oh, you live by yourself?" "Oh, yeah." And you're not thinking this motherfucker setting you up or they're lining you up to come back and rob your house. But they'll be like, "Oh yeah, I'm going out of town and ain't nobody at my house." Hopefully I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Or sometimes they'll tell them, "Oh, I got my friend house sitting for me, or my neighbors is watching my house." So they be like, "Oh shit," and then they are. But basically, what was happening was the lady, I think it was a lady Uber driver, that would chat people up, and she would pick people up. She would only take rides where people were going to the airport, and then if it was a house or something that she would pick the person up at, she would chat them up. Like if they lived like in a nice neighborhood, like in Beverly Hills somewhere, or a nice area, she would chat them up. Like, so where you going? "Oh, do you live here?" "Oh no." "Oh, I'm going out of town." And the person would be like, "Oh yeah, I live by myself." As you talking, people don't got their guard down, especially if it's I'm thinking it was a female Uber driver, because a female Uber driver, people are more prone to engage in conversation with a woman, male or female, than they will a strange man. So I'm thinking it was a female, but be that as it may, she was really sweet, really nice Uber driver lady, and come to find out, she was getting all this information from people that was going to the airport, and she would report their information back to like a team of robbers. So they would go back, she would get all the information about, the lady would memorize where people stayed at, and she would get all this information, how long they're gonna be gone, if they live by themselves, is anybody house sitting? You know what I'm saying? She would get all this information from the people, and then she would go and get a whole bunch. She would relay that information back to like a team of robbers, and they would go back and rob the house. That was on the news, and they all end up getting caught. But people would come back and realize that their place was broken into. You know what I'm saying? This is some years back. This is like way before, like this is back before they had like Ring cameras and shit like that. But still, but I just dropped this person off. I noticed they gave me the address to like a coffee shop, and then when I dropped them off, they didn't go to the coffee shop. They went another direction. I said, that's smart. They probably lived somewhere near the coffee shop, but they didn't want to give the Uber driver their exact location. But I'm thinking to myself, unless you got something to hide, or they probably ain't hiding nothing. They probably just got a lot of valuable shit and just taking really extra precautions to make sure that they don't get robbed. That could be it too. Homeboy probably, because it was a dude, homeboy probably got a bunch of Rolexes that he collect and don't want to come back and this shit be gone. I just want to, they don't want nobody, they don't want strangers to know where they live at, and that's fair. I think that's fair, because like that story I just told you guys, people will set you up to get robbed. You know what I'm saying? I'm always got my ears and my eyes open, especially when dealing with people and you're dealing in a country where people are desperate, people are financially strapped for cash. And the more financially strapped you be, and the more the bills keep coming in, and mama got sick, and her insurance ain't gonna cover her medication, so that's gonna be $400, and she really need it. People get desperate, man. So if I gotta do what I gotta do to do you in, to get what I need to get to survive, so be it. Desperate times call for desperate measures, man. People get desperate. So you have to be more on your P's and Q's as the times get harder and people get more desperate and more cunning on how they can get your money. Like old girl, I told a friend of mine, he's a pussy hound. He don't get it. His ass be the main one get robbed. I was telling him, man, I met this, this is some years, this might be 2 years ago on my birthday. And I met this girl, came up to me and was trying to talk to me. And she was like 25 years old. I was turning like 43 at the time. And I'm thinking to myself, girl, you younger than my niece. I'm not messing with nobody that's younger than my niece. That's weird. She was 25 years old. Cute little young chick. You tell she was kind of hood, she had that LA hoodness about her. And so I'm talking, she's like, yeah, well, come with me to this. She's like, yeah, we about to, you're like, you seem cool. Come with me to this hookah bar in Compton at 10 o'clock at night. I was like, nah, like, give me your number. We could, chit chat or something and see, let me get to know you first and see, okay, we chit, but I was like, girl, you trying to set me up. What you want with a 43-year-old man? Even though I don't look my age, I don't think, but I'm like, I told her, she's like, well, you look young, I'm like, girl, still, I'm telling you, you still trying to hang out with me or whatever, I just thought that was a red flag. You trying to set me up for your little gang banging boyfriend in Compton somewhere. I'll follow you to this place with you and these girls, or I go to the hookah bar, get a drink, and you probably in cahoots with people who own the hookah bar in Compton. I drank the drink that they bring to me, and my ass pass out. I wake up, and I wake up in the alley. My car gone. I'm butt naked. My wallet gone. My phone gone. They done stripped me butt naked and everything. Nah, no, girl, you ain't finna get me. Or worse than that, you tell me to meet you to this hookah bar, give me an address. I go to the address. Meanwhile, OG Loke, your little boyfriend, OG Crip Loke or somebody, creep around, a blood dog, creep around him and put a gun to my head and rob my ass. You know what I'm saying? And then here you come, ooh, what happened? Who robbed you? Trying to play the role like you give a shit. And you the one set it up. You the one line me up. So yeah, I don't blame old boy for giving me another address. People are desperate. You want to keep as much personal stuff, even though we live in the world of social media, what I'm doing now. You want to keep as much of your private life private as possible. You don't want everybody to know you where you live. Everybody ain't got to know where you live at. Everybody ain't got to know where you work at. Everybody ain't got to know your damn business that live in your city. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Even your co-workers. Sometimes you don't even want them to know where you live at. You don't want them to know too much of your business. Just like old boy was saying, somebody was saying on YouTube, he was saying you don't want to let people at your job know, especially your boss, know too much of your business. Like if you bought a house, you bought a car, because then they're gonna realize, oh, okay, this dude need this job. He done bought him a new house. His wife done had a baby, and he got a new car. That's extra bills. So he can't. I can make this fool do all kind of shit, and he gonna have to do it because he really need this job now. You want to give off the impression that, hey, I'm okay wherever the wind blows. If you find me, whatever. But if you don't find me, whatever. You don't want them to know that you need them too much. But the fact of the matter is, man, back to safety. You gotta be safe. You gotta be safe. They have all these scams, people trying to get your phone number over the phone and trying to clone your voice, and I get so many scam numbers calling me. Somebody trying to, trying to work, and I just send them the voicemail. If I don't recognize the number, or if it's important, I check the voicemail and see if okay, hey, see if it's important. Because if it's important, now hopefully they would leave a message. But I'm thinking now people don't leave messages no more though. People don't even leave messages no more when they call people. That's like it's all through texts. And most of my stuff on my phones is pretty much conducting business, and most businesses don't text. Businesses usually leave you a message if it's important. I mean, I'm just assuming, But anyway, just be safe out there, y'all. Holidays, this is around the holiday time. I mean, I haven't been watching news lately, but I haven't heard, if it's really bad, you usually hear rumblings of people getting robbed in parking lots and stuff like that. But hell, the holidays ain't here yet. Christmas ain't until next Wednesday, so we still got time for people to do some dumb shit, Ooh, lobster roll. Lobster guys. I wonder how they food take. They probably want $30. A lobster roll gonna cost you about $25-$30. I like to give me a good warm hot lobster roll. I don't like the cold lobster roll. Anyway, I'm gonna get off lobster roll. I'm about to get off this video. But yeah, y'all be safe out there. Take care.